Toronto. A year ago, Masai Ujiri declared that the Toronto Raptors had to change their culture. But after a challenging and disappointing 2023-24 season, the team's president said that their culture is just fine. Ujiri walked back his year-old remarks at his season-ending news conference on Wednesday and said that he was probably too hard on the organization because he wanted to get Toronto back on track. He remade the team with 4 trades this past winter, but then a series of injuries and off-court incidents derailed the Raptors as they lost 19 of their last 21 games to end the season. He said that the challenging season showed him that the Toronto's character from its 2019 championship run was still there. "One thing I'm 100% sure is the culture of this team will always be at a high level," said Ujiri. "Yes, we're going to go through adversity just like every other place, human being, organization or anything, but the culture of this place is always going to be strong." The Raptors front office started to remake the team on December 30 when it traded OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa and Malachi Flynn to the New York Knicks for Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett of Mississauga, Ontario. A blockbuster deal sent All-Star Pascal Siakam to the Indiana Pacers on January 17, effectively ending Toronto's championship era. Hours before the NBA trade deadline on February 8, the Raptors got Kelly Olynyk of Kamloops, BC, and Ochai Agbaji in a deal with the Utah Jazz. Toronto had its new core of players together for just 7 games when injuries started to pile up. All those absences contributed to 15 consecutive losses, the second worst skid in team history, and Toronto, 25-57, staggered to the 6th worst record in the league. "I'm very proud of the organization, the team, ownership, everybody for staying with this and grinding it through because it's not easy on anybody. It's just not," said Ujiri, joking that it was probably even hard on reporters to cover the team. "It was unwatchable sometimes, but we have to grind through it. But if there's one thing that never moved, it's our culture that has really kept us through this. I'm proud of all the workers, all the departments, everybody that has contributed to this." Toronto's rebuild will continue through the off-season with 2 or 3 draft picks in this summer's draft on June 26 and 27. The Raptors' number of picks is contingent on the results of the draft lottery on May 12. If it shuffles them to 7th or later in the selection order, the pick will automatically transfer to the San Antonio Spurs as part of last year's trade for Pole Tile. Toronto has a 37.2% chance of moving into one of the draft's top 4 picks and a 9% chance of selecting first overall. The Raptors, however, have a more than 50% chance of dropping to 7th or worse and losing the pick, leaving them with Indiana's first-round pick and the Detroit Pistons' second-round pick.